Wretch bowler, bullying, bullying, wretch bowler.
I recently flew into Vancouver from Las Vegas, and sitting next to me on the WestJet flight was a beautiful young woman. I couldn't believe the stunning diamond ring she was wearing on the middle finger of her left hand. Halfway during the flight, I leaned over and said, "That is a beautiful ring." "Thank you," she said. "It's my wedding ring." "Your wedding ring? Aren't you wearing that on the wrong finger?" "Well, yes, I am," she said. "But why?" I asked. She said, "Because I married the wrong guy." Madam Contest Chair, fellow speech lovers, friends, I want you to know that I am not the wrong guy to be speaking to you tonight about bullying. I'm the right guy. I know what it's all about. When I was a kid, we had a saying, "Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names can never hurt me." That's a lie. Sticks, stones, and destructive words all have the same effect. And if you ever doubt the impact of a destructive word, just remember how you felt the other day when that idiot cut you off in traffic and gave you the bird. Bullying can occur where you least expect it. I was standing in the checkout line at my neighborhood Safeway. Standing behind me was a little mother with her little boy talking to another mother with her little girl. This one's the dumb one. "I know you can't have all smart kids, but you'd think he'd be more like his brothers or sisters. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He doesn't listen to me. I have to yell at him or smack him to get him to do anything. He's hopeless." What's she telling this kid? Does she think he's deaf? It doesn't matter what a child is hit with. A word, a belt, a destructive word, the effects are all the same. The child grows up afraid, lacking self-confidence, and the perfect target for a bully. That's exactly what a bully looks for in a victim. Then he goes about separating them from the crowd to devour, just like a wolf separates a sheep from the herd. It's tough being a kid. I know. My mental train wreck began in grade 3 when I was punched in the head by a girl because I wouldn't give her my popsicle. And like many of you, most of my school years were filled with haunting, badgering, and being beat up by bullies. Life sucked. None of you sitting here tonight strikes me as being the type of person who would take a loaded gun, point it at someone, and pull the trigger. But that's exactly what you do with the damaging words you use, with the destructive words you choose. Words can create or destroy, heal or wound. Mark Twain once said, "It's just as impossible to take back an insulting word as it is the speeding bullet from a gun." Words and bullets have a lot in common. You can't see them. They both can kill you. In the 1989 Diane Warren song, "If I Can Turn Back Time," Cher sings, "If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all those words that hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did those things I did. I don't know why I said those things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound you sometimes." How true. When I was 16 years old, I joined Sea Cadets. That's where we got to wear real Navy uniforms, went on parades, and met Renettes. That's the girl version of Sea Cadets. It was there that I met my best friend, Michael Syroyd. Looking at Michael was like looking in the mirror. We were both a couple of skinny, pimply-faced, nerdy guys who both got beat up by bullies, although I never knew just how much he suffered. We even liked the same brunette. Crystal was beautiful, and she smelled great. Every Saturday, I'd walk 3 miles to Michael's house. We'd play pool or watch a movie. One Saturday, when I got to Michael's house, the police cars were already there. Michael's mother couldn't stop crying. The house smelled funny somehow. Michael's mother found him in the closet of his bedroom. An extension cord twisted around his neck had squeezed the life out of him. I tried to imagine how that must have looked to a woman who gave him life just 16 years before. Do you know how many teenagers there are like Michael? Enough to fill the high school in your neighborhood 5 times every year. And this is all completely avoidable if we would only learn to treat each other with some respect, with some dignity. Every year, more than 265,000 kids between 5 and 25 attempt suicide. And every year, more than 5,000 are successful. It's an epidemic. Teenage suicides have tripled since Michael. In conclusion, I would like to leave with you this poem. Cross my heart and hope to die. I don't know why you said goodbye. You want to be someplace new. Was this world too hard for you? You took my heart. I want to die, but I'm too scared, so I'll have to try to live my lonely days, change my timid ways. So cross my heart and hope to die. I loved you, but you said goodbye. Madam Chair.
Reg Bowler. Club and how long?
Well, there are 4 clubs. There's the Ambassadors Club in Tawasin, the Richmond Club in Richmond, the Advanced Speakers Club in Vancouver, and the Professional Speakers Club with Gene in Port Coquitlam.
That's one of those what's in it for me clubs, isn't it?
What's in it for me? And I know why he's asking that question, because he wants to know how long I've been around, and I've been in Toastmasters for about 10 years, but nothing's really happened to me except in the last 24 months, and I mentioned this at the fall conference when I was in Table Topics. There is, I kind of stewed along like a seed that was waiting to sprout out for about 8 years, just watching and listening and making friends, and it was only until the past couple of years, believe it or not, when things started happening in me about creating speeches or wanting to decide what I wanted to speak about. So what I'm saying, what I mean is that it doesn't really matter how long you've been around. If you don't see something happening today, don't be discouraged. Just hang in there, because it could be that next meeting you might get that inspiration. Or even from tonight, it might happen. So hang in there.
Wow. You bet. I think you may have had an inspiration about living life in the moment. Has anything else happened in the last couple of years that would make someone want to believe that?
Yeah, exactly. Last March of 2010, March 25th of 2010, I had a heart attack, and I woke up in the hospital, and they saved my life, and I have a second chance to live. And so I'm taking more chances, and a lot of less things get me ticked off anymore, which is really great. I think everybody should have a heart attack and live for that one reason. Things don't pee me off anymore. I'm taking it easy, and I'm saying and doing the things that I would have been too shy or too embarrassed to do before, which haven't got me into any trouble, by the way. So I think it was a good eye-opening thing for me, and now I'm here to serve the Lord and be a good Christian.
We have a red light, but I'm going to ask you one more comment, or I'm going to make a statement. I saw a person I idolized in Toastmasters, I saw him falling asleep tonight. And then you pulled that gun out and Ray Stonehouse just woke right up.
And he's gone now.
And he's gone. Great job, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.